Hello everyone. Today we're going to make a pumpkin out of these 3 wood oval pieces that I found at Dollar Tree. Now here I'm just showing you all the tools and all the things I used today to make this. I found that scrapbook paper at Hobby Lobby with the sunflowers on it, and I just thought it was so pretty. And then I found this paint color also at Hobby Lobby. It's called Yellow Ochre, and it looks exactly like a sunflower does in nature. Okay, right here I'm just taking those wood oval pieces that I found at Dollar Tree and tracing those out on the back side of this sunflower scrapbook paper, and then cutting those out. We'll use those later to attach to the top of those wood oval pieces. So I'm just going to cut all 3 of these out, and then I'll set those aside while we paint the wood pieces. See, they're there. Okay. Now I'm just peeling the labels off of each of these, and then because this is a solid wood piece, I use my little finger sander. I don't mind doing that when it's real wood or solid wood. If it was a different surface, I wouldn't use that finger sander, but I just do that on the back of each of these so we can move along, and it helped us move along quite a bit faster too. And that is one of those little stands off the back of a photo frame, easel stand, whatever you call that. And I think I'm going to use that later to have this pumpkin be a table decor and stand up on its own. I thought that would be really cute. So I'm just keeping my brush a little wet there. That's what I used my little spritzer bottle for. And now this wood piece is also from Dollar Tree. I decided I would use that as basically a brace on the back of the wood oval pieces, because when we're done with the 3, I'm hoping that it makes a really cute pumpkin shape. Sunflower pumpkin. It's going to be cute. Okay, I'm just using my my heat dryer here to dry that paint in between so we can move along a little faster. And I do paint both sides of the wood pieces because it's table decor, so it could possibly show from the back side. However, I was also thinking of adding like a twine metal hanger, and it could hang from the wall too. So I mean, you could certainly do that, and you don't have to paint the back if you wouldn't want to, but just, for table decor, I thought I would paint the whole entire piece. So no matter where you would sit it, if you see it, it'll still look nice. Okay, so just drying the paint, painted both sides, put that aside, and what I'll do here is I'll paint each oval piece, and I'll paint those around the edges, and then I will also paint the back side. But I'm not going to paint the top of it there because we don't need to. We're going to attach that scrapbook paper with some Mod Podge a little bit later here. And so we don't need to put any paint on the top of those. Usually when I'm Mod Podge, I go ahead and paint it white on top, but this was a light colored wood, so I didn't worry about that too much. And so I'll paint the back side and then dry that as well. And we'll just continue to do this same thing for all 3 pieces. So you guys, if you've seen the scrap paper, I don't know if you have or not in Hobby Lobby, but oh my gosh, there's so much cute stuff, so many different ideas. I mean, you could make so many different pumpkins just with the different scrapbook paper. So now what I'll do is I think I'm gonna add some Mod Podge on top of here. I just went to go grab a brush to adhere that. And I'm doing this lightly. And I do that for 2 reasons, especially on this wood. if you put it on too thick, it tends to bubble that paper up. And then secondly, I'm going to go over this with an iron is how I'm going to adhere that. So you really don't need to put that Mod Podge on very thick at all. And so just drying, just using my heat tool to dry it again. Dry it around the edges and painting the back side. So basically I just repeat that same process for all 3 pieces. I paint the sides and the back and then dry it, and then I'll put the Mod Podge in the center, and I'll just continue to do that for all 3 pieces. And then once we get all 3 pieces done, then we'll be able to add the scrapbook paper that we previously traced and cut. So I hope you guys are liking this so far. I'm excited. I think it's going to look really cute. I've never made one of these before, so I was just walking through Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby. That's kind of what I do, and get all of my ideas. And you should see me. It's like I, ate the lotus flower. Sometimes I'm in Hobby Lobby for 2-3 hours, and I'm like, how did this even happen? And I always, leave with a bunch of stuff I didn't go in for, and half the time I don't come out with what I did go in for. So I don't know if you guys do that, but I guess that's part of the fun of creating and crafting and designing. But I go through Hobby Lobby and I'll have so many ideas just running through my head. And anybody who's been to Hobby Lobby with me, y'all know that. All my girls, you know it. But that, like I said, that's part of the fun of it. So here I'm just drying it, and so we've painted both sides, putting the Mod Podge on that last one. That dries pretty quick too. When you put it on light like that and over top of the wood especially, it dries really quick. So when I get done, by the time I get done with this last one, I'm going to be able to grab the first one. I'm just making sure it's dry, and get started on adding the scrapbook paper to the top. I got my iron out. I got that iron at Goodwill for $4. Y'all don't laugh. I know it's big, but hey, it works. I do want to get myself one of those little ones, but I can't help it. When I can get a deal and it works, I like saving money. I'm sure my husband likes that too. So if you see me here, I'll work from the middle out, pushing kind of as I go, starting from the middle with that iron, laying it over that scrapbook and just going right over it. Now, normally I would use a piece of parchment paper also, but I forgot to grab that. But like I said, I'm just making this one for myself, so next time I'll be sure to grab my parchment paper, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. But that also does help with keeping and getting the wrinkles out, putting that parchment paper there. It serves more than one purpose. Okay, this is my little finger sander. Now we're going to go around and get those edges nice and neat, taking off that little bit of excess paper there. And then just going around the edges and making those look nice and neat. You could add twine around the whole entire thing, or, each round piece, or even the rope. I mean, there's just all kinds of ideas. I didn't want to do that today, but that doesn't mean that I won't in the future. I might go back if I think this is fun and I think it's really cute. So I might go back and, get some more, and maybe some different scrapbook papers to use. And just make all kinds of cute little pumpkins. Why not, right? And put those in my booth. Y'all know the one. If you follow me, you know that I have a booth in Backroad Pickers in Fallston, North Carolina. And most of the things in my booth, I would say 85 to 90%, they're all handmade, handcrafted, and designed by me. And also the wreaths. I know you guys see me post a lot of my wreaths. You don't always see me post everything that I make that goes in the booth, but I definitely get those wreaths posted. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm attaching the first two rounds to the back of that wooden piece that we bought for the brace, and I'm just going to attach both of those for the bottom part of the pumpkin. This is wood super glue that I get at Dollar Tree, and y'all, it works. It works better than anything or any kind of glue I've bought, obviously, especially on wood and paper, but also some other surfaces as well. And it gives you about 45 seconds, I would say. So, you can move it around. You've got about 45 seconds to commit. And trust me, I've done that and said, oh, well, I'll just take it back off. Not so much. I had to pry it off, and it was a hot mess. So, yeah, you've got about 45 seconds to work with this, and it works so good. That and the Gorilla Glue. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is looking cute, isn't it? Now, I'm trying to put this easel stand that I took off of the back of a picture, and my drill bit was too big. I didn't know where the other drill bits were, so I was trying to just use a screwdriver to put this on. All while today, also, I didn't mention, but I have a migraine, but the show must go on, right? And this thing was frustrating me. I kept trying and trying, and it just didn't want to go in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to put that on later. And that's fine. And that was just an idea as well, because you could use it. You could put a hanger on it too. But I just think it's going to be cute. Like I said, it's the table decor. Okay, now, this little wooden piece here, these are little candle holders that I buy in a bag at Hobby Lobby, and I use these a lot for risers. I use them as little legs, and I thought, wouldn't this be cute if I put this on top for the stem? So I'm just using antique wax by Waverly, which I get at Walmart. I brushed it on. I'm going to wipe some back off with a paper towel. Just to get this look right here when I'm finished. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, make it any color would be so cute. Like I said, sky's the limit with these things. And I think it's a easy enough project and a fun project that you might want to try it. Sorry, my hand's in the way there, but I'm right-handed. That's where I had to set the camera, because I decided to work at my kitchen counter today. Then I've got all my stuff right there. So in the beginning, I was going to put that with the candle side up, because I thought, wouldn't that be cute to put like a tapered candle in there and just kind of cut it down to size. And I still think that would be really cute, but I decided to flip it over. And I put for this one anyway, I put the flat part up. But if you turn that the other way, you can actually put a little candle in it too, which could be wall decor or table decor. Because even if it leaned a little, you could put a little glue in the bottom of that and stick your tapered candle down in there, and it would work just great. In other words, if it leans back a little because it's on that easel stand, you could still do that. Just all kinds of ideas. Alright, so you see me finally commit to flipping it the other way and putting it on the top for its little stem. And let's see what that looks like. And here I've got, now I usually make these myself, but I found this little bag at Hobby Lobby, and I want to say it was like $2, and it was 40% off of these little raffia bows with the button. And I was like, goodness gracious, I'm just going to get those. Now, they're not real big, so, because I make all different sizes, but for these little projects, oh my gosh, guys, this is cute. I hope you love it.